Hey there, Internet. It's me, your friendly heliocentric gear generator aficionado. I made a video the other day and I thought I'd just release the actual software that I use to generate all the teeth profiles. Here it is, you can see this. I posted this up on GitHub, so if you go to jshock/heliogen, you'll be able to download this and enjoy it for everything that it's worth. Just a quick tour of the setup here. You can change the profile type and click apply, and then we go into our animation here and we click on zoom to tooth, and you can see the approximation. This is not perfect, but this is the approximation of the way that the plunger interfaces with the annulus. We can zoom back out. One thing to note is that here, because it can be desirable to have more room between the teeth, basically you want to have a linear slot in your design here, so that the plunger can move back and forth. So the distance between the butt ends of these plungers is kind of a critical dimension. And if you have too many teeth, you're going to run into problems. So I'll just demonstrate. That's half the teeth. It's basically the teeth are on the annulus, the plungers are on the inside, so it's teeth plus plungers plus teeth plus one is plungers. So we go ahead and update this. We go back in here, we can see we have more teeth. And we can play with all these parameters. You can play with the eccentricity. You can do all the different ideas that you might have. We can make a wedge shape, for instance. Go ahead and check that out, and then zoom in, and you can kind of see what it looks like. So one of the things I want to do is I want to make a solver that will figure out this is the worst case. All the contacts right on the tip of that wedge, right? So there's some ideal case where we get kind of as much of a rolling contact as possible. So I want to add that as a feature. But I added some other stuff, so I thought I'd release this for your pleasure, I guess. So let's see, we want to do rounded. So this is like your Gothic arch shape. We can do apply and generate and check that out. Everything should be updated. Now, the other thing I added here, which is kind of interesting, is you'll notice that this is an eccentric, right? And so if this is spinning super fast, you're going to get a whole lot of vibration, which is undesirable. So what you can do is you can add a second stage. And you can also decide whether or not you want the annulus in one piece or two pieces, right? So if we turn on the second stage, you can see that you can put these plungers and they can share the same slot, but you have to offset the annulus by the number of teeth divided by pi divided by 2. And so that gives you full meshing of both of the things. Now, if you change this to an even number, and we change this to an odd number, what we'll see when we regenerate this is, let's see, annulus pieces. So we can see here the plungers are offset, and the annulus is a single piece. So you could have the annulus as the output be driven as one piece, or you can have the plunger holder be the thing that's driven as a single piece. Now we're more constrained because here there's less material to kind of guide the plungers on their little reciprocal journey back and forth here. So you may not want that. You may want to do this other mode here where you are utilizing the same slot, and then you have more material here for rigidity's sake. What else is in here? There's a whole bunch of stuff. You can change the animation speeds. You can zoom to the tooth. You can change your zoom level here as much as you want. You can kind of get rid of stuff that you don't want to look at. So if you just wanted to, for instance, just look at the plungers and at a reasonable speed, you can kind of see the motion, how that works. A little bit like a jellyfish or something. Let me see, there's probably some stuff in here that doesn't do anything. There are some ways to do optimization on the envelope generation, and then there's a backlash parameter. So if you want less backlash, you obviously are going to tweak that parameter. You can trim the tip. So let's just say we want to add like a 0.5 millimeter of tip trimming. So you can see how we have a little flat there. Now, if we go back to our animation and we turn everything back on and we zoom to tooth, you can see that there's more clearance now. When that tooth withdraws, and there's two here, so it's kind of centered on this blue one. It's a little bit hard to see. But you can see that tip trimming provides a little bit more clearance for when that tooth needs to withdraw. Now, if you've seen if you've seen my other heliocentric gear videos, which is a bit insane that I've made so many of them, one of the ways that you can design this is you can basically put a retaining ring and a slot around the plungers, and the retaining ring will pull the plungers back in. But if the angle here is steep enough, just the motion of it rotating will actually push the plunger back to seat up against the bearing there. So yeah, that's it. I just thought I'd go ahead and share this little bit of software that mostly was done with Claude Code. If you want to check out the repo, please check it out. If you want to download the code, all you have to do is you get UV, which is Python package manager. You just run UV sync, and then you run UV run Python, either the script name, or you can just do UV run Python Helio, and it will go ahead and launch, assuming that your Python doesn't suck. And that's it. So yeah, star the repo if you thought it was useful. Drop me a PR if you have any ideas on interesting things that we could do with this. One of the other ideas I have is actually to make these a flexure. So if we make the eccentricity small enough, and here let's just make it like 0.05. So the total movement of this would be 1 millimeter back and forth. And then we can basically let's increase some of these parameters. We'll make this 30, we'll make this 31, and then we'll just take a look. Probably I'm going to turn the tip trimming off here. Where is that button? Tip trim, this. Just make it like 0.1 or something. All right, regenerate that and check it out. Zoom to tooth. So here you've only got a 1 millimeter of travel, right? And so if you can fit a flexure in here between these two sides, you would think that you could make this all a giant flexure, and then it could be lots of fun. It could be more fun than you've ever had in your entire life. I don't know, but anyway, star the repo, leave a comment, let me know if you got a PR, and enjoy your heliocentric reduction.